Photographers. What is the most outrageous photo shoot request you have received from an Instagram influencer? So I was 12 and biking home from school when this gray van pulled up next to me. The guy rolls down his window and shouts, "Leo, your dad sent me to get you. He's hurt. We have to go now." I stopped my bike so fast I almost fell over. This random dude knew my name. He knew my dad's name too, even knew what school I went to. But something felt really wrong about the whole thing. The guy kept looking around all nervous-like, checking his mirrors every few seconds. His hands were shaking on the steering wheel. I mean, if my dad was actually hurt, wouldn't this guy be more focused on getting me there instead of acting all sketchy? So I decided to stall. "Where's my dad? What happened to him?" The guy fumbled for words. Car crash. Yeah, bad car crash. We need to hurry." "Which hospital?" I asked. He paused way too long. The main one, you know, downtown." That made no sense. Our town only had one hospital and it wasn't downtown. Plus, if my dad was really hurt, he'd know exactly where they took him, right? The guy was getting more agitated. "Look, kid, we really need to go. Your dad is asking for you." That's when I turned around and sprinted straight for the convenience store behind me. I'd never run so fast in my life. The guy yelled something, but he didn't follow me, which was weird if he was actually trying to help. The store clerk took one look at my face and knew something was wrong. I was shaking and could barely get the words out. She called the cops immediately while I hid behind the counter. 2 hours later, they caught the guy at a gas station about 30 miles away on the highway. When they searched his van, they found zip ties, duct tape, and this cheap burner phone. But here's the really messed up part. The cops told my parents that this guy had been messaging 3 other kids on some gaming app, using fake profiles to get information about them, like where they lived, what school they went to, stuff like that. The crazy thing is, I wasn't even one of those online kids. I barely played video games and definitely didn't talk to strangers on apps. The guy later told police that he picked me because my face looked like the photo of another kid he was after. Turns out he'd been following me for an entire week, just watching me bike to and from school, learning my routine. He wasn't even trying to kidnap me specifically. He was just looking for any kid he could grab. The detective said it was a complete near miss. My parents were devastated because they realized they hadn't noticed this gray van that had been parked on our street multiple times. The whole neighborhood started paying more attention after that. The guy ended up getting 30 years without parole. 3 other families in different towns came forward saying their kids had been contacted by him online. One kid's parents found messages on his tablet where the guy was trying to set up a meeting. I stopped biking home alone after that. My mom started picking me up every day, even though our house was only like 6 blocks from school. The school added more security guards and sent out letters to all the parents about stranger danger.